Creative Actors Lab presents The Demonis. Written, directed, and edited by Danielle Grimm. Episode 2, The Deadliest Family in America, Part 2.
I swear, I didn't take it out of your locker.
Then how the fuck did $5 go missing from my locker, huh?
Look at that, Manson. A bunch of
Lincoln
men
wanted to go to theater
overcompensating.
class with you
Do
on
any of
Sunday.
those boys look tempting to the demon?
No, they are. Just too pathetic to
I don't
sacrifice.
have any money on me, I swear.
Liar. Let's check his pockets.
Don't you think it's a bit overkill to go through all this trouble to steal, a dime and a nickel?
And who the Sam hell are you?
Manson and Demoni. And this is my sister, Esther.
Oh, so you're the girl who mouthed off to my sister, Vidalia.
My, oh my, I can see the resemblance. Both of you have the same genetic displacements.
Yeah, it must run in the family.
Look, either someone better give me $5 or I'll beat the tar out of this dweeb, then I'll let my buddies finish off both of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I'm not scared of you. My dad's the mayor of this town. I can put you both in the hospital, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, if your father's the mayor of this little quaint town, you must have a lot of money. He could at least give you some more dough to buy you a leather jacket that doesn't look like it's made from plastic.
This is pure Texas leather, and I'll tan your hide for making fun of my jacket.
Listen, you little punks. I'm not gonna say it again. Get off my lawn or I'll call your parents.
We should stop, drop, and roll out of here, Falcon. My father will beat the tar out of me if Mr. Waters calls him again.
Fine. This isn't over. You got yourself a new enemy.
Oh, well, did you hear that, Esther? I guess we're on someone else's hit list.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Those boys could have done quite a number on you.
I'm good. I could have taken them all on if I needed to.
Nelson! I told you to wait up for me.
You were taking too long.
That's because I needed to get my biology homework for Mrs. Livingston. You know Falcon and his gang were just going to pick on you.
I don't need my sister to help me. I can watch out for myself.
Oh, sorry if he caused any trouble. I'm Saffronia Williams, and this is my brother, Nelson. We live just down the street.
Well, it's an honor to meet you both. I'm Manson, and this is my sister, Esther.
Are you the ones who just moved in?
News really does spread fast here.
I guess I see both of you around, then.
Yeah, you too.
Well, wasn't that an interesting interaction?
Yeah.
Honey, I'm home.
I'm in the kitchen.
How are you?
Both the kids are in their rooms. Esther's doing homework and Manson's doing black magic. Do you want me to make you a Bloody Mary, dear?
That would be amazing, honey.
O plus or AB negative? Oh, let me guess. O plus.
You really do know me too well.
Did you get our photos developed?
I did. However, they didn't turn out the way I thought they would.
And that's why Diablo wants you to kill this man? Because he's a lousy photo developer?
Well, he doesn't just develop vacation photos. Here, look at these.
Goddess almighty, these are disgusting.
Yeah, some of them are kids.
I want to smash this man's face in. Larry, is it?
He has a punchable face and an even more stabbable neck. He beats his wife and kid like a punching bag, and worst of all, his daughter is one of his models.
What do you suppose we'll do about it?
What we always do.
Said he'd be in the back alley at 10. Oh, there he is. Hey, Nero.
Larry.
So, did you call your connections?
I did. And they have a message for you.
Hey!
That was too soft, Malaria. I know he's been knocked out for a few hours, but still.
I'm sorry, Nero, but it only goes up to 100 volts.
You can scream as loud as you want. No one will hear you.
I can testify to that. It's basically soundproof down here.
Nero, what the fuck? Is this a dream?
It's a dream for us, but a nightmare for you.
What's going on here?
You'll see. Well, you won't be alive long enough to see, but you'll be alive enough to feel it.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? We knocked you out, and now we're here to kill you.
What? Oh, God. Is it for those unpaid parking tickets? I thought I paid for them.
No. It's for the photos. You can call them that.
Look, if this is about territory...
This isn't about territory. I don't want your sick little photos or your money. Because if there's one job I'll always have, and do a damn good job at, is killing scum of the earth like you.
No! Please, put down the knife. I'll do anything.
Okay. Then answer this question, and you better not lie. Have you molested any children?
No, I haven't.
But you photographed them while they were being molested, correct?
Fine. I did. Gimme.
Well, Malaria, I guess I know what I'm going to cut off first.
No, please. Not my cock.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we castrate you?
Don't worry, I grew up on a farm, castrating pigs and cows. I know what I'm doing if it makes you feel any better.
Oh, I'm not the only one in this town. There's a whole iceberg of fucked up shit in this town. The people here...
Like who? Did you keep a log of all the people you sold to?
Oh, I didn't keep a record.
But you know their names and faces.
No,
Well, I guess we're gonna have to force it out of you. Or off of you.
Rot in hell! You cut off my dick!
Well, that was a nice killing.
Yes, it was. The good thing about Diablo is that he does give us creative control. We didn't get a lot of information out of him, though.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe next time we can start with the fingers. Oh, what should we do with it? The dick.
Who in the blazes could that be?
I don't know. You stay here. I'll check. I'm coming. Hold on. Beverly, isn't this a splendid surprise?
I hope this isn't a bad time.
No, not at all.
Well, I just wanted to remind you about the meeting tomorrow, and we'd be happy to have you.
Oh, thanks. I'll see you there.
Is that blood?
What?
Is that blood on your cheek?
Oh, no. I was making cherry cobbler.
Well, that sounds delicious. Anywho, I'll see you tomorrow.
You too.
Good afternoon, Wilma. How are the petunias growing in?
Fine. I'm trying to get my gardening done before it gets too hot. I see you were over there at those peculiar neighbors' house.
You mean the Demonis? They seem like friendly people.
Last night, I heard yells and moaning and something that sounded like a cattle prod zapping from their house.
Oh, Wilma, that's probably just the new air conditioning units they installed. You know these contraptions can make such horrid noises. Anyway, stay safe, Wilma.
You too, Beverly.
Salutations.
Oh, hey.
You look lonely and need some company.
Oh, thanks. I just wanted to escape the noise of the cafeteria. I can barely focus with everyone yelling and talking.
Do you mind if I sit down next to you?
Not at all. Thank you for yesterday. No one has ever stood up to Fidelia like that.
Someone had to. It's not like she's God. She's barely a C-cup.
Well, like God, everyone's so scared of her.
Why? Is she like a Russian spy or something?
In her eyes, her dad is like Joseph Stalin. She thinks she can do anything she wants just because her dad is the mayor.
Well, I guess there's a new sheriff in town. Sheriff Esther Demoni is at your service. If we have to square off at high noon, so be it.
Now that's a show I would watch.
What are you reading?
Oh, Wuthering Heights.
Bronte sisters?
Yeah, Emily Bronte.
Are you reading it for class?
No, that's the funny thing. Whenever I get these books, I tell the librarians it's for school, when really, I just read them for fun.
How is it?
It's alright, rather melodramatic. There's so much cruelty, and murders, and ghosts.
Well, that sounds like something I'd read before bed.
Whoa. Can you finish filling out the rest of this sausage, dear? My hands are getting tired.
Of course, darling. I wonder who that could be.
It'll only be a moment. Diablo.
How could you tell?
Lucky guess.
You've done the deed?
We're turning his liver into sausage right now. So, now what? Are you going to send us to somewhere else? Somewhere tropical would be nice.
Right now, you're staying put.
What do you mean? Are we actually going to stay here this time around?
There's a reason I sent you to Simpleton. And on behalf of the Order of the Black Falcon, your new mission, to establish yourself in Simpleton. Start the business there.
Like what?
That's up to you. As long as you don't get caught. Now, I should be going. Good night, Nero.
Good night, Diablo.
What did Mom pack you?
Liver sandwich. But I think Mr. Linberg had some liver damage.
Oof, that blows. Mom packed me some extra skin jerky for a snack. Want to walk to school?
Sure. I could use some exercise to work off all that blood sausage from last night.
Nelson, hurry!
I'm coming.
I think I'll take the bus instead.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get burnt out before second period.
Suit yourself then.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, sure is. Man, is the bus always this late, or, you know?
Usually.
Do you mind if I, sit next to you, or?
Not at all.
But Safi, I usually... Fine then.
She seems like a good candidate.
So, can you repeat the last time you saw your husband, Ms. Linberg?
Sorry, I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh no. Take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Now, Mrs. Linberg, when was the last time you saw your husband?
He said he was going out for cigarettes and he never came back. I stayed up all night. I called everyone I knew to see if he was with them. It's not like him to disappear like this.
Did anything seem off about him that morning?
No, he was his usual self. I mean, he has been a bit tense lately. But it's very unlike him to vanish off like this.
And you don't know where he might have gone off to or off with?
What do you mean, Sheriff?
Well, knowing Larry as long as I have, he was always a little off.
No, he wouldn't. He loved us. He loved his family, especially Kimmy.
Well, Mrs. Linberg, we'll keep you an eye out for any information regarding your husband. If he hasn't shown up within 24 hours, I can have Deputy Stewart here file a missing persons report. In the meantime, have a nice day.
Thanks, Sheriff and Deputy.
You look familiar.
Pardon?
You didn't happen to be at the Simpleton Historical Barbecue, were you?
Oh, no. I'm new in town. I'm Nero Demoni.
Well, welcome to town, Nero. I'm Sheriff Ernest Buckley, and this here's Deputy Stewart. We don't get a lot of foreigners here.
I was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but where are your parents from?
The same continent your ancestors are from.
Well, I'm sure your ancestors were tied to Al Capone.
Deputy, don't be rude. I'm sorry. We haven't had our lunch break yet.
Oh, I understand. When I get home, I'm going to make the sandwich to end all sandwiches.
Sounds delicious. Anyway, have a great day, Mr. Demoni.
You too, Sheriff Deputy.
How can I help you? Nero?
Yes, Nero Demoni.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, that name has been in my family for generations. I was hoping to swap out this scrapbook for a different color.
Okay, we have some over here.
Larry's not here today?
Oh, he isn't. He's... I don't know where he is, in all honesty. Why? Is there something you need from him?
No, I'm just curious.
I mean, he'd always joke about him leaving me.
I don't know if that's something married couples joke about. At least not happy ones. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be crying in front of customers. It's unprofessional of me. If Larry saw me like this, he'd...
It's okay. Crying is a natural human emotion. Larry isn't here.
No, he isn't. Maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, what am I saying? You need a scrapbook.
I don't care about the scrapbook anymore. If you need to talk to someone...
No, I'm fine. Really.
Are you sure? I hate to see someone in such distress.
I just haven't eaten all day. When I'm stressed, I forget to eat. I was gonna close up the shop and make myself lunch in my kitchen upstairs. But I don't even have the energy to whip a sandwich.
I can make you the best sandwich you've ever had. I used to work in a sub shop in my teens.
I wouldn't mind that.
Kinda a big house for someone on a mayor's salary.
Malaria, so good of you to join us. And you brought a cherry cobbler.
Oh, it's no problem. My cherry cobbler is to die for.
Oh, come in, come in. The girls are all here playing cards. I'll put your cobbler on the counter over there, and we are just in the middle of a game of bridge. Do you know how to play?
I'm afraid I don't.
Don't worry, I'll teach you. It's pretty easy to get the hang of.
I'm off to the office, honey.
Have a good day, dear. Mwah. Oh, how rude of me, John. This is Malaria Demoni. Her family just moved into town.
Malaria, what an interesting name. I'm Mayor John Johnson. Is that cobbler?
Cherry flavored.
My favorite. Well, ladies, I'm off. Serving this great simple town and making sure it stays simple.
Ladies. Ladies, please welcome Malaria Demoni. She's new to Simpleton, so you can make her feel right at home. See, you can sit right next to Wilma.
Wilma, I'm Malaria.
How do you do?
Have a seat. Leslie was telling us about her vacation to the Grand Canyon.
Here is your sandwich, fine lady. I pan-fried up some bacon. It goes well with bologna. I even put a potato chip in it for extra crunch.
Thank you, Nero. You're too kind.
Susanne, what happens if Larry doesn't come back?
What do you mean?
I mean, not to get into your business, but I heard him a few days ago say he's gonna leave you and never...
He always threatens that.
But what if this time he...
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm only asking, if he doesn't come back, what's your plan B?
Plan B. I'm too stupid to even think of something like that.
You're not stupid. Trust me, I've met some absolute idiots in my life, and you don't fit the description.
I am, Nero. All my life, my father, my mother, everyone told me I was stupid. Larry called me stupid, but at least he loved me.
Even if he did love you.
He did.
Just hear me out. Even if he loved you, in what ways did he show it?
Well, he provided for us, his family.
That seems like a bare minimum requirement.
But he cared for us.
Did he? People who care for you don't call you names or demean you.
He was doing that to protect me.
From what?
I don't know. Myself, maybe. I have stupid thoughts and ideas, and he kept me in line. I mean, you Italians and your wives.
I would never put my hands on my wife, even though she's the best at torturing me sometimes. Susanne, what are you afraid of, really?
I'm afraid of being alone. He'd always say if he left, I'd have no one but myself.
But you're not alone. You have Kimmy.
I do. What will my parents and everyone else think?
Those people can't live your life for you. What do you really want, Susanne?
Well, I've always had a dream of selling this place and going off somewhere. Far from here. Far from all this pain. We could go to the Grand Canyon, Hollywood, and the Empire State Building.
Empire State. Make sure you go during Christmas. It's so beautiful to see the whole of New York with snow covering the buildings.
What am I even talking about? Larry hasn't even been missing for a day.
Anything can happen. For all we know, Larry's doing you a favor.
I wish I were as sure as you are. If he's really gone, how do you think Kimmy will react?
She's young. If she's lucky, she'll forget. Honey, I'm home.
I'm in the kitchen, dear. Do you want me to make you anything for lunch?
I'm good, honey. Thank you.
You won't believe the brunch I had with these bland and horrible women. Always going on about their vacations and how they forgot their suitcase and having to wear their husband's clothes.
Sounds rough.
So, you visited the shop?
I did. The police were talking to Susanne, Larry's wife.
And?
They think he ran off, but they don't suspect anything. After they left, I made her a sandwich. She mentioned that she wanted to sell the photo development store.
That must have been one good sandwich.
Nothing's official yet, but I have a feeling.
What?
Last night, Diablo said he wanted us to start a business here and plant our seed in this town.
Are you joking? Because if you are, I'll take the cattle prod out right now.
Usually, but not in this instance.
For real this time?
Yes, my darling. We're here to stay in Simpleton.
Oh, how marvelous, Nero. It'll be nice to establish ourselves here. I do want to chip away at that iceberg Larry was talking about. What do you want to put in this new space? A dirty bookstore?
That wouldn't help our reputation. I have a couple ideas. I was thinking of a laundromat, but there's already one in town. A shoe store, perhaps, but I don't know anything about shoes. But there is one that stands out from all the rest. What else? A butcher shop.
Executive produced by Danielle Grimm and Kelley Cody-Grimm. Sound engineered by David Benedict. Featuring the voice talents of Darrell Snedeger as Nero Demoni, Katelin Chesna as Malaria Demoni, Jade Crosby as Esther Demoni, Benja Petty as Manson Demoni, Billy Barefoot as Larry Linberg and Wilmer Pendergass, Elizabeth Ireland as Wilma Pendergass, Danielle Gross as Susanne Linberg, Amber Grimm as Chandler, Kelley Cody-Grimm as Beverly Johnson, Carlos Tovar as Diablo and Sheriff Buckley, Kenya Stewart as Saffronia, Chiron Brodrick as Nelson, Max Grimm as the Demon, Deputy Stewart, and Mayor Johnson, and Danielle Grimm as Falcon. Recorded at Atlanta Radio Theater Company. Special thanks to our donors, Elizabeth Ireland, Anita August, Tammy Latea, Carl Wegler, and Emma Barrett. Thank you so much for your contributions.